Did you ever struggle in a closed and tense position, knowing that you should maneuver your pieces to gain activity and start an attack, but the way to do it isn't clear? In this video, I'll show you exactly how I maneuver my pieces, best move after best move, and how you can do it too. But first, let's recap the previous video. I'll only give you one important tip. If you want to see the rest, I'll link it down below. In the previous video, we saw kind of the same, where I just gained activity and generated activity. I got a free pawn, and within all of these complications, my opponent instantly blundered a fork and I had a free rook. And if you like these kind of tips that you can actually implement and use yourself, consider subscribing. But first, if you do not know who I am, man with the Christmas suit. I personally went from 300 elo all the way up to 1600 elo in under a year. Only 5 months after reaching 1800, which is top 1% of the world. And if you think I'm special, I had a student going from 550 elo all the way up to 1200, literally doubling his elo in under 3 months of working with me. Going a little further on the previous game, so what I actually did was not really complicated. I just activated my pieces, put some pressure on his weak pawn, and sure enough, we shuffled a little. And I just put my pieces in the center. I won a pawn, and he instantly blundered a fork. So that was quite easy. I'm playing 1800. Nice. So if you if you like these types of tips where I don't just throw principles at you, but actually what to do and what to think in certain positions, consider subscribing. I do a lot of these and I added them all in the playlist if you're interested. And I'm quite sure by the time of recording this, it's 11 November, 10:40 a.m. And yeah, it's crazy. I have 37 subscribers now, so thanks a lot for that. I'm very grateful. And like 1.2k views in the last 4 weeks, I think the measurement is. Let's think first. So, bishop pin. Do we care? Not really, but I can win a tempo. Maybe he blunders his bishop, maybe he wastes a tempo. If he takes my knight, I could take back with the queen. Now my queen is stronger. I still don't care about this. I'm preparing queenside castle maybe, if I need it. And yeah, that looks fantastic. So let's not overcomplicate it. I think this is a pretty good line for me. All of his pawns are on dark squares. So his dark squared bishop is trash. And he just traded off his light square bishop, not even for my light square bishop, but for my darn knight. I don't think his opening is any good. All I'm saying. Yeah, so I saw this, but I think this is quite nice, and you can push me, but I don't care. You could do this, but I'll reinforce my center like this, and you're pushing a lot of pawns, so you're inevitably making weaknesses. To be fair, if I get a bishop here, there won't be tactics with my knight now, but I mean, little price to pay for what I gained. Yeah, so now I do have to think about if takes you take with the knight, which by the way opens up this pin and allows knight here, but I don't think that's all too useful. By the way, you have b5 and I have to leave and now the pin is broken. And third of all, my queen is hanging, so let's not go for that. I will really want to put a rook here, open this up, queenside castle, take this and push this pawn. I would really like that. Mm, I could also just play this. If you castle, maybe push my pawn so that it's way more difficult for you to ever play g1 if you need it. Then I can slide my queen here, bishop here, and then you have to play g1 not to get checkmated, I think. Oh, you always have knight to h5. And I can't really stop that because I would have to put my queen here. But still, this looks like a nice plan. Locking things up, maybe even playing this if needed. That could make my attack stronger. Oh, now you take. So I think take back with the bishop. So that I can queenside castle very fast if I want it. Now probably kingside castle, pawn break. Maybe rotating my bishop here to control your pawn break. If I go here, I'm instantly smacked in the face with this. And if I do this, this doesn't make sense because my queen is behind the pawn. So how do we fix that? By the way, this pawn is pretty weak. But I don't know. So here to take away this square and maybe push. But after here, you go there, and what is the point of my pawn being there? Well, I could just put my other pawn here, but I don't want to give you my bishop, so after this I will have to re-rotate my bishop. So that I can push my pawn. This is not with tempo. I could reinforce it to kill your bishop. And maybe queenside castle and push my pawns forward if I want it. This looks nice, but it very clearly indicates that I'm probably castling queenside, so that here, here. Although that pins the pawn, so this advancement will become stronger. And if you kick my knight, I can rotate here, and I still control the center, and maybe I can jump in here if I need it to further control some light squares. Here, here, like this. You could attack me like this too. I could play a3 so that b4 is met with takes. My bishop is opened up now. My rook is opened up now. But I have to take instantly because my knight is hanging. That looks dumb. What if I go here but kingside castle still? Is that dumb? It's fine with a closed center, but the center isn't really closed and could open up. So maybe I need bishop here instantly so that this doesn't come in tempo and the pawn break doesn't work. Yeah, maybe. So I mean, my king is only unsafe if you can break open the center. So if I control your pawn break, I just have to be careful. But I don't know if I want to go kingside or queenside. But I think this stops your pawn break, first of all, so the center is locked and my king is still safe. Second of all, moves like this doesn't concern me now. So you have to play this if you want this to be a threat. After which I can just play a3 or a4 if I want it. And probably kingside castle. So I think I still want to delay my choice and not show him that I made up my mind. But I'm probably going kingside. So probably moving my bishop is the smartest thing, because I had lines where my bishop was misplaced, but only if I push my pawn, and maybe I won't. So what is my worst piece? Probably my knight, but I want my knight to control this. Maybe I should put my bishop here to control some dark squares so that my knight could be of use here. So my knight has to control this. My bishop is pretty nice. My rooks can't activate without me castling, which I don't want to do. My queen isn't the strongest. Maybe I can improve my queen, but I don't know how. So I will just move my bishop one back and see what he does. This just blunders a pawn. So that shouldn't work. And if he does this to sacrifice, I could take with the knight and try to gain control here and put my knight on a weak square. So this is spin, but that's not all too useful now. It's probably only useful if you play g6. Yeah, that looks smart. Mm. So if I go here, you go there, and my queen looks almost trapped. Yeah, so if that happens, I have to go here. So let's just do that instantly. I would prefer my queen here because it reinforces the stopping of the pawn break. If I do this, to stop the pawn break like that, here, what if you ask for a queen trade? Kingside castle so that you can take, but at least I activate a rook for it. Yeah, like this. And if you do this, that's weakening, and I'm fine with wasting a move. Yeah, this looks nice. My queen can always retreat if it's attacked, and the only way to attack it is by asking a queen trade, which first of all is boring. Second of all, I will be able to kingside castle and gain a tempo if he takes my queen. Yeah, fair enough. So that is threatening to trap my bishop and to attack my knight. So if I play here, you go there, and then I can just retreat and take control over other dark squares. If I go here, takes, I could take with the bishop. Now we have a stupidly weak pawn. So which of these two is better? I think a4 actually, because a4 I'm not scared of you pushing, because I mean my bishop is safe and strong and I can re-rotate like anywhere I want. And if a4 takes, I could take with the rook, I think, and now this pawn is weak. Yeah, I think a4 is nice. I do have 8 minutes 40 against 13 minutes 40, so I'm down 5 minutes on the clock. So, I mean, so nothing, it's just a thing, so I can just retreat and he didn't really accomplish anything. My bishop is still thriving. This pawn break, maybe. Here, takes. Oh no, your knight is hanging, that was the point. So maybe he asks for a queen trade first. I could, by the way, put a knight here so that if takes, and my knight is pretty darn strong. Hmm. That's very close to a blunder, by the way. He's obviously preparing this. So, if this pawn wasn't here, that was a free knight. Can I exploit that? I do not think so. Maybe just castle so that if you break open the center, I just have takes, takes. I could do this, but after this trade, I don't think I actually achieved anything. Mm, if you move this rook, this will become an idea to put pressure. Yeah, so that obviously prepares d4, so I think now my king has to go to safety. And I let him waste a lot of moves attacking my queen side, but my king isn't there, and now this pawn is weak, and every time you push a pawn, things get weakened, and I get my king at the center for as long as possible to let him attack a ghost and create weaknesses. And I mean, my light squared bishop is thriving, I think. And I mean, I have the bishop here. Breaking open the center, if anything, should aid me. I could come in here. Maybe some type of knight sacrifice works. Because after takes, I could take with the queen or the bishop. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't work. So everything is well defended in your camp. Mm, this blunders. I should try to attack, but it's not that easy. How do I attack? Maybe trade your defensive knight and take with the rook. I don't know. I mean, it's quite understandable why attacking you is difficult. Like, what a fortress. Knight here. But I mean, what am I achieving? I have no clue. Bishop here, maybe. I mean, I don't know, let's just put pieces forward and we will see what happens. Usually, developing isn't much more difficult than just throw your pieces forward and something good will come. Like, this also looks like a plan, but I think that just blunders and is an overextension, and I attack your queen, attack your pawn, and my knight is on a outpost. So now this is weakened, but no way to exploit it yet. So I could, by the way, go for this, so that after takes I have check. You have to move. I mean, it's worth calculating, but nothing there. Maybe this is a plan. Where does your knight move? Let's say it goes here. It defends that, so why is attacking so difficult? Maybe just double up the rooks. Maybe moving my queen will help as well. I mean, I don't know. Let's just double. And I mean, this doesn't really accomplish much. He's trying to go here, which doesn't look stupid. I could stop it, but I could also go here, for example, but then you have a tactic. And I mean, my point was this. I think I have to move my queen if ever anything go here, so I can go here, put a knight here. That looks like a nice maneuver. That looks nice. And if you really want to go here, I should be fine with just this and this. And I'm just throwing pieces forward and we will see what happens. If anything, I think I am more developed, and if you're more developed, you should try and make a pawn break in the center, but it's not really easy because this pawn break is well controlled like 4 times. So I'll just keep shuffling my pieces and make my pieces more active until it achieves something. Like if I can put a queen here, maybe I could take rook sacrifice to generate a pin and attack like this or something. I mean, if you push this like that will help me a lot. Then this becomes a threat because of the pin. So that will help me a lot. I only have 5 minutes. This is annoying. But I mean, sure. So I think my plan involves going here and putting a knight here. Is this annoying? It shouldn't be. I can only go here, and if you go back, I can only go back. And I mean, I'm playing at 1800, but I don't want to make a draw. Making a draw is still just boring. I have no clue what will happen. So I'm thinking about putting my knight here to block your rook because I'm controlling all of these squares. And that looks very nice. That looks very, very nice. And now I'm controlling these as well. So if you're not careful, I can just attack your rook. Like a move like this will blunder a rook. Go here, I attack your rook, and your rook is actually trapped. Which is not too difficult to see, but not the first thing you would think about. So let's see what happens. I don't know if this is one of the games where I'm maneuvering like a beast or where I am missing everything. Like it's one of those, but don't ask me which one. Yeah, so this is meant to stop me from this. If I go here, it could go there. And after that, I would have to go here. And then you could just come back and we will have to shuffle. So that doesn't accomplish anything. If I attack your rook, you have to take. So what if I do this? That might look nice. Is this annoying? Takes. And I just take because my queen sees it. So I think that is the plan. To go here so that I can go here. After which you have to go like this. Then I could try here, but you can take, which might be annoying. take, rook take, pawn take, and I don't want that. Maybe put my rook here first, so that after this sequence I can just take with the rook instead of the pawn, controlling everything, putting my rook more active, controlling your main pawn break, and I mean, just looks better. What is that supposed to do? Putting your knight there, probably. Yeah, that's not stupid, I think. So I can go here. If you block me, can I not threaten this mate? You do get this. Does that trap my queen? That's impossible. That's impossible. I mean, I'll be fine. So I'm expecting this, and I should calculate some things. Oh, do I have check? And it spins, so you have to go here, and then I get check with my bishop. And you have to go back. After which I have a discovery check, so I can take this with a check and take your rook. Okay, that's my threat. Yeah, okay, nice, nice, nice. Finally, I generated enough activity for some tactics. This was not easy. So first of all, I'm attacking this. That's my clear threat, and if you block, this becomes a pin, and I get check here, check. Oh, but your knight is here. So the check doesn't work. Okay. So after this, maybe if I go here, right, you can attack me and my queen is basically trapped. I have to go here. And then you can take. So I think after knight here, I have to play... Oh, that is not what I expected. Hello. Takes. Oh, and no, takes. Huh? I'm quite confused. So I can take. Then I could take. Have to be careful for my bishop. But this is hanging and that's a rook. So I can take, and your rook is trapped. What? Takes? You have to... What? I'm so confused. Why did he do that? There's no way I was struggling with 1600s. I fight my first 1800 in probably a month, maybe even 2 or 3, and this is the level? Okay, going for complications, but still, like, I can take first. Nothing is hanging. Oh, if I take, you could take with the knight. That's annoying. I could take, and if you take, I can take. Yeah, that looks nice. So I can take with an attack. And if you take, I can, by the way, take your knight and risk this because it's well defended. Yeah, you recapture, fair enough. And now I could... trade. And there are potential tactics if you go here. I could give up my knight with a check to take, which first of all attacks your bishop, second of all, oh no. Oh, why do I keep doing this? So I can go here, but you take with a check, I take back. I'm still up a pawn. After you defend this, I could push maybe. Why do I keep blundering advantages away? That's impossible. I mean, I'm still winning. I only have 1 minute 30 though. So this will be difficult. Takes, takes, takes. Yeah, so I think bishop takes, rook e7, pawn e5. Oh, what? Um, Here, take, take, and you gain an extra move. Is that the point? After takes, I could go here though. After takes, take, take, takes with a check. Is that strong enough? I think so. I have an extra pawn and the bishop for a knight. I think I'm still winning, but it's getting way more complicated. Probably this move is good. I could attack your knight though, but that doesn't really achieve much. I mean, I hope he makes a mistake here. So if he takes a pawn, I could pin you, but you get this fork. So after takes, I have to take, take, take with a check. You go. You don't defend anything. I mean, that's not a bad move though. It's stopping me from going here. So what if I move this? I mean, I don't know what this does, but it sets up a threat, and I have a threat, and I only have a minute 30, so let's play fast. My rook can be attacked, which is nice. After takes, I still have takes, and after takes with a check, you have to leave. Wow. I could take a pawn. I could... Yeah, let's just take the pawn, I guess. Takes leads to... check. And if you take, I could take. So check, you have to move your king. And I could still take, and you could take my knight. Oh. Yeah, so I have check, and if you take, I take a piece, and I want a piece. I have takes 2. If you take, I could attack your rook. You have to defend, and I can attack your knight, which you cannot defend. So I think takes is stronger. If you go here, I can... come back or something. I don't know. I only have a minute. You also have checks, which is very annoying. And I didn't really have time to calculate them. Hmm. I mean, you don't have to take this. I think just moving your king. But I mean, you cannot attack my knight without um, my knight being able to capture your knight. I mean, after takes here, you have this move. Yeah, and that's very annoying. So takes. That's annoying indeed. This is getting very complicated, I assume. If takes attack, go here. Takes attack, go here. Oh, what? Um, double check move. Oh, I don't have time. Check doesn't do anything. Go here, takes. I don't have time. Now you'll infiltrate with your rook. But I do have a passed pawn. Here, here. And I just try to push, get a rook behind it. That looks strong still. If you would move this, that would be very nice. I could have check, and if you go here, I have this. But I mean, pushing that pawn looks dumb. You have to infiltrate. If you go here, I can go here. If you go there, this takes, push. And your rook looks quite trapped, actually. Hmm. I mean, I'm up 2 pawns, but they are very weak. He's probably choosing one of these three. I mean, this only move. These two lead to knight here, and you could take, or you cannot move up. I'm praying for this. This looks nice, then I can maybe take this and push. I'm praying for e2. Rook to e2 would help me a lot. Am I missing something? Why are you calculating this long? I don't have checks except for with my rook, but if you go here, I don't have checks. Are you calculating rook leaves check here, pin the knight? You have to go back. I can attack your rook, you have to go. But your knight isn't pinned. Oh, maybe that's nice. If you do this, I have check and I come back, and now you cannot even defend. Oh, that's a very nice strat. Ignore the puppet. It will be tricky with your probably passed b pawn. Check pin, take the b pawn. I take the knight with a check. You have to move again. I cannot defend my B pawn after. That looks nice. Only have 2 minutes, so now we're getting closer to equality on the clock. If you attack my knight, I give a check. You have to go here. Oh, check. That was the move I hoped he would play. I see now. So you have to go up. I can pin your knight. You have to defend with your rook. I can just could attack your rook. I think you have to go here. Attacking your knight isn't strong enough. I could attack your pawn too, and your knight is pinned. This is getting complicated, but in a good way, I believe. And maybe takes with rook here is the solution. Or this pawn break, but I don't want a tunnel vision on this tactic. I cannot tunnel vision on it. Okay, fair enough. So now I can take a pawn. I can defend. And now make your knight passive and push my pawn, I think. I think that should work. And now I'm up 3 pawns. So a couple of videos ago, I was up 3 pawns and still messed up because I didn't actually convert to the right type of endgame. I think he will do this, but trading the knights off for a pawn should be nice for me. Then I have 2 clean pass pawns. My rook is in the wrong position, but I'll be able to bridge the right one. So take, if I push, takes, push. Yeah, that looks nice. I didn't think about these moves. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Please take this. Knight f4 is the only way of counterplay he has, I think. And I allowed it for no reason. Oh no. So if you take with the rook, I can come here attacking your rook, and you have nothing really. I think so. Let me push. You take. I go here. And what's your actual threat? You can have a pawn. Like I'm not gonna die because of a pawn, and now your rook is attacked. Take with the knight. Fancy. If I go here, is that a forced rook trade? You could go here though. I could. There. Um. Oh, I'm panicking. Excuse me. So now, um, I should just push. I did give him a bit of activity for no reason and a kingside majority, but I still have so much extra pawns. Oh, I'm panicking. Check is now a thing, but then I could take. You have to move your knight, I assume, but I'm controlling everything except for this. But that is a huge waste of time, I assume. And like, how do you stop me? If you go here, I can just go there. Now I'm up on time. That doesn't really happen all too often. I could attack you, but is there a purpose? I do not. Oh, that's a check. Okay, fair enough. So let's go. Oh, panic. Takes push. And how do you stop me? I don't see a way, but I'm on a light square. Your king is on a dark square, so it will not be easy. Maybe I have like a sacrifice, but you take with a check. Okay, you can do that. This is not a threat. And you cannot come here, so how do you stop queening? Okay, he has 20 seconds. I should be chilling on time now. And I will be up a queen if I didn't miscalculate. So that's not a threat. This is fine. I don't care if you want this. You could give a check. Uh, why is that actually tricky? If I go here, you could take either way. I go here, you could give me a check. I go here, you could check. I could go here. I think check here, rook takes is made, by the way. Why would you... No, you had actually check, and if I went here, this is mate. Like, check is pretty darn tricky. I have to go here, you have two checks. If you check, I go here, I am fine, so I presume you have to do this. Repeating is fine for you. This allows you discovery attacks, which are not really useful. And if I go here, check here, and check. I can take that. Okay, fair enough. There was nothing, but he should have tried. Like, you just played like 70 moves. Why not try for two more? No blunders. 4 mistakes and 2 inaccuracies. I played pretty well. So this is all fine. That's a good move. Takes is the best move. That's horrible, but this is a mistake. Blocking your own bishop. Yeah, obviously. So, I want to navigate. I want to develop my bishop. I do not care. So bishop here is the best. Or d4 or g4. G4 looks fun. G4, knight c5. I mean, fair enough, that looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if it's actually good, but it looks like a lot of fun. But imagine I'm in this position again, what would I play? Because this looks fun, but I don't know if I want to actually play it. D3 looks dumb. Taking looks horrible. And all my other moves are inaccuracy, so probably bishop here is what I would prefer. Because I don't want to go for like these very hyper-aggressive positions where I don't have development. Because if you don't have development, I go for all of these hyper-aggressive... Oh, it's 6, not 5. I cannot count, GG. Like, this looks nice, but, I don't know, d5. E takes... What, queen? Oh no, e4. We need to, like, this looks like such a weird position. Like, I do not want to take part in this. I don't care. Like, takes, and I'll just remember to put my bishop here instead. So that's a mistake, that's the best move, and that's an inaccuracy. I should have gone back here. That's the best move. Takes is pretty bad, and I'm in a little advantage. That's a fine move, but d4 is better. To break open... Oh, not to break open. The point of this is that if you try to break open the center, I can advance. Nope, that's not the point at all. Takes... Knight takes back. Knight takes back. C takes back. Now you have isolated pawn. I queenside castle. I don't take the free pawn, because inaccuracy with bishop to b4 check. I make a pawn chain, which is bad. Why is this bad? Because of queen e7 check. Bishop block leads to... Nope. Bishop block, why bad? Here, take, queen take here. Prevent me from castling. Probably. Oh no, bishop e5 is the best move. Knight to b6 is the only way to try to fight for an advantage. Fair enough, and my only move is queen b5. You take, I take back. Bishop to d6, kingside castle, and I have to give up the pawn. But I generate a lot of activity for it. So that was like a pretty nice sample line, but I like my idea. Oh, that's a mistake. A4 immediately, fair enough, but I wish he would attack me first. This is bad because knight c5. Oh, and I cannot put my bishop away yet. Oh yeah, I have to preemptively do this to anticipate this move so I can hide my bishop. If I play this, knight c5, bishop goes to a2. Yeah, fair enough. And that is, what was it, like 3 episodes ago? I blundered my advantage because I didn't think about his pieces moving to my side of the board. And I know, theoretically speaking, it's not really my side of the board, but he controls things in my territory, and it's bad. So I again didn't think about his pieces just coming forward, and yeah, I blundered because of it. But that's an inaccuracy. Best move, best move, best move. That's a mistake because of best move. Inaccuracy, and this is a mistake. I had to go queenside. Now that it's blocked, yeah, okay, fair enough. I don't know. I thought about, like, he has such beautiful advancement already. I cannot go queenside, but why not? He has no actual break. Everything is well defended, and my bishop is a beast, so I do have a lot of activity on the queen side. I have a terrific pawn structure, and everything is so locked. And I only need like 2 moves to be annoying. Like sample line, he has to instantly ask a queen trade. I can go to g3. He has to play d5. I can play rook no, queen f3. D takes, knight takes, knight takes, queen takes, bishop f6, and queen to c4 to align this so that you cannot And probably my plan involves putting my rook here, pushing my pawn so that your bishop has to leave and I can sacrifice a rook on f7. I mean, it's not really a sacrifice if it's just a free pawn, but you know what I mean. I could, by the way, try to do this. Like, my plan probably involves putting a rook here to put pressure there. Your rook cannot leave, and then I can put a bishop on c5 attacking the rook. You have to block, and I can take, and now my rook opens up on your f-pawn, so I could take, and if you take back, I could take with a check, and that's just a fork, and I win the piece here. So that's actually a beautiful line. I should have seen queenside castle, that annoys me. Yeah, that annoys me a lot. Best move, that's a fine move. That's a mistake, but this is a mistake. Queen goes to f2. Why? Bishop to d8. Knight to f5. Oh, I'm just making space. Then c5, so that I probably cannot do this, and then bishop to c4. I'm thinking about the point, because if I attack this, you can come here. And if I stay here, your rook can stay there, so I'm not quite sure what the actual threat is. You could attack my bishop, now I have to go to b5, your rook has to go to e6. And then my best move is king h1. Rook a to e1. Putting my rook on a completely blocked file. I am so confused. g6, which makes very good weaknesses for me. I could come here, rook, knight to e8 or king to h8. King to h1 or rook to d1. Like, why am I shuffling rooks? King here, bishop to e7, bishop to h6, rook to g8, bishop to f4. To take, go here, I think. To attack, put pressure, and maybe sacrifice. So let's say you do something stupid. c3 is my threat. No, I don't understand this line. I'm so deep in the line and I don't understand it still. So this is annoying. That wasn't the best move, and this is a mistake. If he played d5. Because takes is bad. Okay, so you have to play bishop to c5. Bishop c5. Okay, this looks very annoying. Oh, did that just blunder a piece? Wow. You attack my undefended bishop, which defends this, and I cannot jump my knight away to defend my, which wouldn't even help because it's pinned as well. How do I spot that? Like, why doesn't it work here? Because the file isn't opened up. Okay. And if I open up the file, this becomes a pin. Okay. Fair enough, yeah. So I didn't see the tactic, he didn't see it either. I am shuffling my pieces. That's the best move. That's a mistake because now this is gone. That's the best move. Just activating pieces, best move. Damn, I'm shuffling like a king. That's a mistake because of takes, best move. That's fine. This is not the most accurate. Knight has to take on... Oh, what? Knight h6 check. Because if you take... Oh, I can't take. The pawn is overloaded. Oh, and it's the same tactic as I calculated. If you go here, I have this, right? Bishop takes is better, but knight takes is also fine. Because if you go, I have discovery checks against you, which will win a rook. But I already win a rook. So if you go here, maybe takes? No. Knight g5 check is the best. King here, and then bishop takes, rook takes. And I have knight to e6, which is a practically fork. And this is not possible because knight takes on c7, rook takes, and I have the incredible just take back, and this is a checkmating threat. It's not really. But after here, I sacrifice my rook. Take, you have to make a lift. I could take with the bishop, threatening discovery checks. You cannot take this because I can come back with a check. After moving here, I can take your rook with a check. You have to move your pawn. Yeah, and that looks quite disgusting, but I mean, difficult to see. So in this, how do I spot? I mean, because your rook is still trapped and my rooks gain development. So after takes, I have takes, and now I have way more development, way more pressure, and your rook is still trapped. That's how you spot something like that. Yeah, fair enough. I should have seen it. I mean, take, and that's an inaccuracy. Still knight here. And if you move, I can just win everything. Check, you're forced to go here, and probably knight to d6 is the best, yes. And now you have to go back, and I can take this. Yeah, okay, so I had a lot of tactics again, and brilliant sacrifice. Oh, my bad. There was a lot of things I missed again, but yeah, my endgame was clean as well. So yeah, this was an inaccuracy because I blundered this. That's the best move. That's fine. My other best move was e5 instantly. Fair enough. So takes, best move. This is fine, but bishop takes is better. Oh, bishop, no. Bishop takes, rook takes, knight takes, king takes, and this is not a threat. Rook to f5 after, so that this is still a pin. I can push here, and I'm attacking this. Your best move is king to e6, and then I could take this pawn. Yeah, so it's the moves I played, but in the other variation, I played this first to make this stronger. And this is an inaccuracy, best move, and this is not the best. Knight takes on e, so that if rook takes, I have just king to h2. I just trade pieces for nothing. That's just fine. Okay, I thought there was more in this. After like takes, knight there, best move, takes, check, only move. That's a move I can check, which is fine. Knight to c4 is better though. Defending this, you cannot go here. This doesn't make sense that you cannot go here, so then you are pretty annoyed. Now I can do all of this, attack a pawn, you have to flee, taking isn't the best, a5 instantly is better, and you cannot move the knight without, oh yeah, it's still a pin. Why would I break the pin? He will have to move here. I can advance, you have to move here. I can advance, you have to move your knight. I can take and advance. Oh, I could have milked way more tempo out of that. Best move, best move. This is fine, best move, fine. Fine, fine. King g3 instantly is better to attack the knight, and if you take with the knight, there is no threat. Takes, best move, you go there. I can defend, you can try whatever I push. This doesn't do anything, you can take a pawn, I push. Best move and my only blunder was to do this. Yeah, but I'm completely winning and there is nothing there, so fair enough to my opponent to resign there, but in my opinion, if you want to be a student of mine or something, just try checks. Like, if you're gonna resign anyway, like we are 50 moves deep, if you want to resign, just try checks. Maybe he blunders something. What do you have to lose? Like, you already played a half an hour game. 50 moves just to lose. You might as well play 2 fast moves more and see if he blunders. So in my opinion, he should have played this and just tested the waters. And I had to go here and you can check me again. G5 is apparently better. I mean, I only have 2 moves, but I will run to the center probably, so that if check I can just keep running. Yeah, so I just don't want to run where your rook can check me, so I will go here to create this and this barricade, which isn't the best, but it's the safest. Can I just not take the knight? Okay, I didn't say, so you have to go here, and now I can just run here to create this dynamic, and you cannot attack me, and I will get check here, check, have to go back, and I can set up something with the knight, maybe, I don't know, maybe just sack rook for jokes, I don't know. But I mean, it was a clean game, and I think we both learned a lot. Consider subscribing, and you can watch my other videos. I made a playlist with all of my videos if you like content like this, and I will see you in the next one.